So glad you could join us from the farm, Stanford Stadium in Palo Alto. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Stanford Cardinal. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, one of the things Coach talked to me about was just the importance of getting their quarterback going. This transfer quarterback has been everything they needed and more. They are so grateful they picked him up in the portal. And now today, he is close to going over 3,000 yards for the season. They feel confident with the script. They meet every Friday night to see exactly what plays the quarterback likes. So they are confident they'll get him that mark early in the game. I'll keep you posted to how that looks down here on the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. So the Stanford Cardinal offense will take the field for the first possession of the day. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. Takes the handoff, it's Ford. There he goes! Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Ford. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. The officials stop play here as they check on the injured Cardinal player. Final game of the regular season, and you just hope this is not serious. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. Malachi Tony. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He is a big play waiting to happen.
And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, a master at his craft perform today. And obviously, nobody in the seats are surprised, right? Because this university continually pumps out guys at the spot. But, Jesse, I love the way this dude performs. I'm excited to watch him live.
You know, he's amazing. The three of us were walking around the facility yesterday, and you're just seeing all the names of receivers and all the memorabilia and the jerseys and the Bolitnikoff Awards. The tradition of the position at receiver
Makes the catch, and he's free. The 30. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Gets the back moving. a rush will get to him at the 25.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. He's got an open man. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the 1st down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And what a decision to go for it on 4th down, and it pays off running the football, David. We knew coming into this one, they knew they had to be aggressive, right? They were going to have to identify the opportunities early in this football game to just put the pedal to the metal to try and make good things happen early, and that's exactly what happens here. Down in the red zone, in this area of the field, running the football, showing their physicality, and moving the sticks.
Well, especially if you want to pull the upset. You know this is a good football team, right? Like, you're not going to settle for threes consistently and win the game. So setting the tone, showing they're going to...
Touchdown, Hurricanes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Running inside, it's Irvin. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Burrowing for yardage. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Pulls it. The option, the keeper. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not a lot of room to field this one. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Right side, it's Vaughn. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Fletcher. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Great place to start for this offense. Keeps it himself. Breaks into the open. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Here's the give off the left side. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. We've reached the end of the quarter and Miami is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. On the move. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower. And there's
makes the grab and room to run. Touchdown, Stanford! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and he's gone.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the... Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Keeps it on the option. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Third and 6 yards to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
Third down, I got this. I'll take this myself. He makes the read quickly. He calls his number. He has confidence in himself. Goes and gets the first down.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Motion from the wideout. Off play action on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Davis. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Trying to get the corner. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. A senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. The give on 4th down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
Stanford comes up with a 1st and goal. Looking for the edge. He'll do it himself. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Off play action. Rushes on. Finds some time. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal!
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off-script scramble,
they'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Davis. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Stanford, fresh off that big play through the air, is back to work. Straight ahead, it's Ford. Got the first down. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. On the option. Rides the option. He keeps it. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Quarterback keep. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now Stanford is going to call a timeout. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Stanford at the line on first down. Let's see if they lean on that offensive line. They'll try to get it in with the run. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. The Cardinal offense takes the field ready to attack. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Gain of 9 on that one. Third down and short. He needs a yard.
You'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Push is ahead. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. Stanford hoping to pay off this red zone opportunity. They'll move the wide receiver. Pulls it. He'll do it himself. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
You're right, absolutely. Slide, don't take the extra punishment. You just give up on the play.
Hits inside, it's 4. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Keeps it himself. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Sells to fake. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
He's going to take off. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Quarterback keeps it. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Well, this game is all but wrapped up. The Week 13 scoreboard for the top 12 teams in the country looks like this. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Catch is made at the 15. Pretty solid coverage there. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. So Miami signals for a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying to get the corner. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Pass to 6. Oh, he's got some space. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking for the edge. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. Motion from the wideout. Pulls it, trying to get the corner. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. The Hurricanes will call their 3rd timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. The handoff, keep working on that. The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that was...
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick give. It's 4. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking for room. It's Irvin. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a 2-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll ride him again. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down.
I think you run that ball right there knowing that I'm going to run it again on 4th down. I'm going to go for it on 4th down. I got another play. Nice job by that defensive line, not getting moved around, making a play. They got to get one more stand right here.
And he got it! Huge 3 points to make it a 2-possession game.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Mensah to throw. Fires on the move. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. It's caught. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen two...
Runs through a man. He might have space. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
Fires downfield. Out wide right, it's Jacobs. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9. Throwing, Mensah. Unleashes to the end zone. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Touchdown, Stanford! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
Now Stanford is going to call a timeout. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late. From deep, it's Compton. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Hold. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And the defense is able to go out and shut the door. They put the clamps down. They've got a big lead, and with that fumble, they're going to win the game. You've got to give this defense credit for finishing.
And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well.